Hi, and welcome to Rooted in Essential Oils. My name is Famous, and today I got for you a little treat. So, my son and I will be making sugar cookies for Santa Claus. Um, so, I do have a recipe. I won't be using any essential oils in the cookie. Um, I could, but I just want to keep it simple. So, we will not be using any of the oils today. But I just wanted to share this simple recipe. I'm actually doubling the recipe. That way I can have sugar cookie dough for later. Um, my son loves cookies, so we'll just have some for later. But I'll keep it in the freezer. So the recipe requires powdered sugar, butter, vanilla extract, almond extract, egg, flour, baking soda, and cream of tartar. So it's a pretty simple recipe. And I'm going to show you what I have here. So in this bowl, I have 3 cups of powdered sugar because I'm doubling the recipe. If you were doing a single recipe, you would just do a cup and a half. The next bowl is flour. So again, I'm doubling the recipe. I have 5 cups of flour in here, but if you were doing a single batch on this recipe, you would do 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. The next thing that I have is baking soda. Baking soda and cream of tartar. So if you were doing a single recipe, this would be 1 teaspoon of each. So 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar. But I doubled the recipe, so I did 2 of each. 2 teaspoons of baking soda and 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. And I placed them in the powdered sugar. You can put them in the powdered sugar or you can put them in the flour. It's up to you. I just found it a little easier to mix in this bowl, so that's why I added it to the powdered sugar. We also have 2 eggs. If you were doing the single recipe, it would only need 1 egg. And then we also have butter. I doubled the recipe, so I have 2 cups of butter. If you were doing a single batch, you would just use 1 cup of butter. And then for the almond extract, we are doing a 1/2 teaspoon if you were doing a single batch, but I'm doing a double batch, so it's going to be 1 teaspoon of almond extract. And then we have the vanilla extract. And for the vanilla extract, it's 1 teaspoon if you were doing the single recipe, but I'm doing a double, so 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And that is the recipe. So pretty simple recipe. And now I'm going to mix it and I'll show you how. So now we're going to get our butter. And I have a stand mixer and it's right here. And I love this stand mixer. It's like a copper color. So pretty. But now you want your butter to be softened, so I left it out overnight so it can be soft. And we're just gonna put all the butter into the mixer. Make sure you get all the butter off of the paper because you need all your ingredients. Don't want to be wasting. So you see, I still have some, so we're just gonna get all of that. Here is my batch there. So now that we have our softened butter in the bowl, we need the attachment, and I like to use the paddle just to get the butter to be whipped. I feel like with the wire whisk, this attachment, this one, it's gonna put too much air into the butter, and I don't want that. So I'm using the paddle. So now we're just gonna turn it on. And we'll let it go for about 3-4 minutes. So when you're whipping butter or getting your softened butter, you want it to kind of turn a pale color. You don't want it to be as yellow. And that's when you know your butter is whipped enough. And then you can start adding like your sugars to your butter. But I'm gonna turn the speed up just a little bit. And it probably won't take as long, but you can see. So as you see, it's still kind of yellow. So our butter has been whipping, and now we're going to add the powdered sugar. So here you can see it's still kind of yellow, but it is fading a little. And I've been going for about 2-3 minutes now, so it is slowly getting to the stage I want it, and then I can start adding the sugar. So now we'll start adding the sugar to the butter. I have it on a very low setting, that way it doesn't get sugar everywhere. And I just do a little bit at a time, so you don't get sugar everywhere. And I'm already starting to spill, but it's not a big mess. Plus, if you go slow, this helps mix the sugar into the butter a little better. So I'm about halfway with the sugar and butter. When I get almost to a quarter, that's when I'll stop the machine and scrape the sides. Okay, now we're going to stop the machine, scrape the sides down, and add the rest of the sugar. This is an important step because you want all of your ingredients to mix well. Anytime you're like doing anything in a mixer, just make sure you scrape the sides. It is important. And I scrape the bottom too, because sometimes the bottom of the bowl doesn't get incorporated all the way. Okay, so we got all the sugar in there. Let me just show you what it looks like. Really fluffy, and that's what you want with your cookie, your sugar cookie. Very smooth, silky. They're gonna be so good. So now I'm gonna scrape the bowl again so we get all the ingredients. And the bottom of the bowl. Make sure you get the bottom of the bowl. And then we will start adding the rest of our ingredients. So now the eggs go in. So we'll add the egg. And these are room temperature eggs. Normally when I do eggs and I have like a demonstration, I usually put them in a mixing bowl. That way, in case the egg is not right or I don't want to get shells into the mixer, I will just do it in a bowl where I can see it. Because like if this egg was bad, I don't want it to go in. So that's why I always do it in a bowl, but for some reason I didn't grab a measuring cup. But it's okay, the eggs were good, no shells. And then I just use that bowl as a trash bowl. Now we're going to add the vanilla extract and the almond extract, and you can see it's getting thicker. I'm actually going to turn it up just a little bit. And that's what it looks like so far. And there is a thing called over mixing, so you don't want to over mix. Alright, so this is a half teaspoon. I cannot find my 1 teaspoon. So I will just, this is almond extract. We will do this 4 times because I'm doing it a double. And the recipe requires a half a teaspoon. Wait, half a teaspoon. I'm doing this twice, sorry. So 2 times. 1. 2. So that was 2 teaspoons, or 1 teaspoon, because the recipe required a half a teaspoon. So now we'll just turn this back on, let it mix in. And now we will add our vanilla extract. Now our vanilla extract, we only want 2 teaspoons. And actually, I changed my mind. I am going to use oils. Surprise! This is vanilla. And because it is plant-based, I am going to use it instead of the vanilla extract. I do have some, but it's almost gone. And I'd rather use the vanilla essential oil. This does have coconut in it, so if you're allergic to coconut, this wouldn't be an option for you because you're allergic to coconut. And this isn't an essential oil, it's actually like a resin. So it comes from the flower. So because these are stronger than like the vanilla extract, I'm not gonna do the full amount, the 2 teaspoons. I'm only gonna fill this up probably like 3/4 of the way. And I will show you how much I actually put in here. So this is the oil. And you can see I don't have as much in here because it is stronger. So we're just going to drizzle that in there. So, vanilla, I love. And I love to use it. And I have used it in other baked goods before. So now we're just gonna turn this on. Quick little mix. And now we're just going to add the flour. That's all we have left. So again, I'm gonna have this on a low speed and I'm going to let it mix all of the flour. And I'm gonna do a little bit at a time. Okay, so I am gonna stop it and scrape the sides. So as you see, it's pretty thick. Pretty thick. And I want all of this to incorporate very well. So scraping the sides will help with that. Now we just add the rest of it. All right, our dough is ready. So now that our dough is mixed, let me show you what it looks like. So that's our dough. And I am gonna roll it out on a cookie sheet and then we will put it in the refrigerator for 2 hours so it can set, and then we'll cut. Okay, so now we have a silicone mat. I find it easier this way because it fits right into a sheet pan. So, sheet pan, it fits right in here. Perfect size. So I find it a little easier to roll it out on this, and then we can put it in the refrigerator, let it set for 2 hours, and then we can cut. So anytime you make this dough, let it sit in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours. And I am going to use some gloves. I know I don't have to, but I like to. I am a chef, so it's just a habit of mine now. I do it at work, so I bring it home, and I like to stay clean. But I also like to use my hands. So, and with this dough, it doesn't really stick to the glove like it would your hand. But we are going to cut this in half and freeze the other half in the freezer. So I just want to make 4 balls first. And then I'll make them as even as possible. And then half of it will go into the freezer. And it's not all the way incorporated at the bottom. So I will have to mix all of this by hand. And the dough is really soft. And if you didn't have a stand mixer like I do, you can definitely do this by hand. It will take a little work. But also use a wooden spoon if you're going to do it by hand. I have done it by hand before in the past, and I didn't use a wooden spoon, and it was just, I don't know, the texture of the cookie, I felt like it was different. Alright, so I'm just mixing it up a little bit, and I'm not gonna over mix it or overwork it. I'm just pretty much smashing it together, folding it over and then smashing it. So this looks good enough. We're gonna make 4 equal balls as close as possible. And as I said before, the dough is really, really soft. If you want to get technical, you can go with what do you call it? A scale and weigh them out if you want to get real technical, but I'm not doing all that. You want to use all your ingredients. You made it, why not use everything? Even with the scraps, like the pieces that don't go into your cookie, keep using it until it's all gone. So we got pretty much 4 equal balls. This one can use a little more. I think it's equal enough. So we got our dough ready for the freezer, and I just put the date. So these will go in the freezer, and I just saran wrap them, and they will go perfectly into the freezer. Now we are going to roll this bad boy out, and you don't have to use flour or powdered sugar because of the dough being so soft. So I do have a rolling pin, and I'm just gonna roll this bad boy out. And you want it to be about, you don't want it to reach all the way to the edge, but you do want it to reach almost to the edge. It ripped, so I'm gonna do that part over. We're gonna do it all over again. I was almost there too without it ripping, but it's okay. If it does tear, just bear with it or start over. Alright. And try to square it up on, or rectangle, not square. We want to rectangle it. That way it can like get almost to the edge. Yes.
Are you watching my Netflix?
Yes.
You do not turn it.
Don't turn it.
You do not turn the TV off, okay?
Okay, are you gonna come down here and watch your Netflix? Get his shirt on. This little boy think he grown. Telling me not to turn off his Netflix. We're starting to tear again. But if it starts to tear, if I would have caught it the first time, I go the opposite way on it. So, I will show you what it looks like now. This is what it looks like. See, it almost got all the way to the edge, but it not quite. So, this is good enough. And we're just going to set it in the tray. I will wrap it in saran wrap, and then we will let it sit in the refrigerator for about 2 hours. And now we have the other dough. I find this a lot easier than parchment paper too, because parchment, it can lift up, it will stick to the dough. But if you use these ceramic, if you don't have silicone mats for baking, you should definitely check it out. I'm getting flour on here. And I don't want flour. And as you see, I'm not rolling it with flour or nothing. And you don't have to.
I found my foot bag.
Wonderful. Thank you. Do you want to roll this? You want to roll it?
Yes.
Okay. He wants to roll it. Okay. Come on this side. Can you see the dough? But first, you gotta wash your hands. If they're dirty, go wash them in the bathroom, okay? And then we can roll out the dough. We have to wash our hands before we touch food, okay? We're working on germs. Wash them with the soap. Ready?
Yeah.
Are your hands all clean?
Yes.
Let me see. Let me see those hands. Smells good. You see the camera? Look
Hi.
at you. Okay, there you go. And just go up and down, up and down. Good job. Now go that way. You gotta put both hands on. And go that way. Now go up and down. Go up and down. Turn it.
That?
Yep, up and down. And you see, you're spreading it. And that's what we want, so we can make our cookies. And what is this called? Rolling
Pin.
rolling pin. Uh-oh, it got a little bit come up, don't touch it. I'll get it. Put a glove on. There you go. You want me to help you a little bit?
Yes.
Go this way. I think we're all good. Let me go this way. Up, we ripped it. Oops.
So
It wasn't you, it was Dad.
it wasn't me. It Dad.
Oops.
It was an accident.
Yeah, it was an accident. But we fixed it. See? Good, isn't it? Oh, we still got a piece on there. There we go.
And that's where we got cookies.
Now we're gonna put it in the refrigerator for 2 hours.
Hours?
So there we have it.
I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator like this.
You gonna put it in the refrigerator like that?
Yep.
Wait. We gotta put plastic on it.
In, out. Plastic outside of it.
No, this is for food.
Plastic inside of it.
On top of it.
Plastic on top of it.
So nothing can fall on it.
Nothing can fall on it. No.
We don't want anything to fall on it.
No.
On our cookies. And then Santa probably won't eat them. If it's a sprinkle, he will eat it. But not dirt or hair.
Right on yours.
Hmm?
Dad! Oh. If you want to try, I know what. Yeah, I know. With my pitchfork.
What are you talking about, your pitchfork? Okay, so now we'll put these in the refrigerator.
Okay.
High five. Huggies. I love you, Stick Butt. Thank you for helping me.
You're welcome, Dad.
I gotta wash my hands, Stinker. Did you wash your hands?
Yes, I did.
So now you're all clean?
Yeah. What is this gonna make?
That's the stand mixer. Nope, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
That's for mix two.
That's to mix stuff.
Two mix. Gingerbread cookies. I got the cookie cutters.
You got the cookie cutters?
Yes.
One pan.
Is it cold? Is it cold, Dad?
And they are ready.
Ready?
Ready for the cutting.
Ready for the cutting?
Ready for the cutting.
Is it ready?
Yep. As you see, it's all set and ready. And we have two pans, so I'm gonna let him work on this one. I'll work on that one. I'm doing these three.
Hey.
Where's your three?
I've got two.
Where's the star?
I don't know.
Did you lose it?
Hey.
Were you playing with it?
Yes.
Here it is.
Here it is. There it is.
Be careful though. So I want you to. Which one do you want to use first?
Hit.
The tree? Okay, so I want you to put it down. First, put it down like this. Don't press, just put it down. We're gonna go all the way to the edge so we get all the cookie. So right there. Now press down. Let me help you. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to do, you want to do another one over here?
Right.
And do a different one?
Hey.
Here, do it up here. Wait, let me help you.
Hey.
Do it right there. Now press. Let me help you. The star. we're gonna do the star above the house. So, wait, no, we're not pressing yet. Don't press. Okay, now press. Press hard. Press hard.
Yeah. Press on.
Good job. Are we in there? Yep. Let's do right there.
Okay, you can do it.
You got it. Let me see. Next. What's next? Star? Can I put it down for you? Okay.
Okay.
It's all you. Now we're just gonna take the extra dough and pick it up. Like that. We want to leave the cookies. Now, let me see. So now we got the cookies all cut it out with the extra gone. So we have our cookies and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So we were able to get 13 out of one batch and 12 out of another. But we still have all the scraps from the extras. So I could probably get like 24 more cookies out of this. And we will definitely be using it.
Hey,
So,
this fun spot.
okay, you have to wash your hands.
Hey.
See. So now we're just going to decorate with sprinkles. I got this from Walmart, so it's a variety of sprinkles. And we are going to use these. I also have some more, so let me grab those. We have some red and some, I think, blue and silver.
More sprinkles?
Yeah, we got more sprinkles.
More sprinkles. Why do we got more sprinkles, Dad?
We already had one.
Then we got more.
You can have one and I can have one. So we have silver.
I want the red.
We have the blue. We have another variety pack. So it's almost similar to what we already have. You can kind of see the difference. And then we have red.
I want the red.
You want the red? Just be very careful, okay? Because it comes out fast, see? So you gotta do just a little bit.
Red.
Uh-huh.
Red sprinkles.
And you only put it on the cookie. So do very little. Watch, let me show you. I'll show you. See, watch. See?
It's not gonna be hot.
It sprinkles. Move it around. See?
I did it.
Which one are you gonna do? Sir, that's too much. Why would you dump it like that?
Not me. It's just the sprinkles.
Yeah, you gotta move it around. You see like Dad is moving it around? Result of the decorating. My husband don't like sprinkles, so that's why these two are without. But those are the cookies that need to go in the oven. And this is Sir Ailes. Which one's your favorite?
This one.
That's your favorite?
I
like that one.
What's your favorite? That?
This one's my favorite.
This one?
Yeah.
The tree?
And let's spread these a little more.
Alexa, set the timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
So we have our cookies in the oven. And they are gonna go for 10 minutes.